Someone crosses the line. You smile to keep it smooth, and later you feel that quiet shame, not at them, at yourself. Here's the reset. Stop smiling, hold eye contact, and say, "Don't speak to me like that." Stay to the end, because one small mistake after this line can undo all your power. The pain isn't what they did, it's what you allow. Because once you allow it, it becomes normal. And what becomes normal becomes your life. In the next few minutes, you'll get 3 clean moves, 1 sentence, 1 pause, 1 consequence, and 1 mistake that makes disrespect come back worse. Here's the part nobody wants to admit. Most disrespect doesn't start loud. It starts small. A look that says you don't matter. A joke that lands a little too sharp. A request that ignores your time. A pattern where they take and you adjust. And you tell yourself it's fine. You tell yourself you're being easy. You tell yourself you're keeping peace. But your body knows the truth. They say it with a half smile. People around you go quiet for a second. You feel the heat in your face, and you rescue the moment by laughing first. Then you do the thing that trains them. You explain it away. You soften it. You stay. That's the first layer. What people do, they cut in and keep going. They change the rules mid-game and expect you to adapt. They ignore your limits, then act confused when you notice. They push, then watch your face to see if you'll let it slide. It's not always evil, but it is always information. Second layer. What it does inside you. You start to doubt your own reactions. You wonder if you're too much. You feel that quiet shame after the moment passes. Not because they won, because you didn't protect yourself. You replay it at night. You rewrite the scene in your head. You think, next time I'll say it better. But next time comes, and you freeze again. Third layer, the identity cost. You begin to believe this is just your role, the flexible one, the one who understands, the one who can take it. You start living like access to you is cheap, and deep down, you know what that really means. If you keep doing this, you don't just lose respect. You lose self-trust. You lose the feeling of being solid in your own life. So, let's name the real goal. It's not to win. It's to stop tolerating disrespect. Here's the Stoic mirror. Not a lecture. A mirror. Or Epictetus said, people aren't disturbed by events. They're disturbed by the meaning they give them. In plain words, what happened is one thing. What you allow is another. They're not asking who you are. They're asking what it costs to cross you. If it costs nothing, they repeat it. Most people try to create cost with emotion. They get sharp. They get loud. They try to prove they deserve respect. That's the trap. Because now you're negotiating your value. The Stoic way is colder, not cruel, clear. You don't argue for your dignity. You act like it already exists. And this is where it turns. Peacekeeping turns into self-betrayal. If that line stings, good. Because it points to the real problem, not their personality, your pattern. Now we move to action, not theories. Moves. First move. When the disrespect hits, you do not rush to fix the air. You let it be awkward. You let silence put weight on the moment. You breathe out once. You look at them, and you wait. Not 5 minutes. 2 seconds. Those 2 seconds break the rhythm. They stop you from begging with your tone. They tell your body, you are not in danger. Then you use one clean line. That's not acceptable. And you stop talking. No explanation. No debate. Just a standard. They'll often smirk, or laugh, or act confused. That's the second test. Your job is to stay still. Because the mistake is simple. You say the line, then you rush to soften it. You add extra words. You smile again. You explain your feelings, and the disrespect learns a lesson. Your boundary is flexible. Second move. Remove access before you demand respect. Most people do the opposite, and they demand respect while still giving access. They keep showing up the same way. They keep giving the same effort. They keep answering fast. So the pattern stays. Instead, you tighten the gate. You respond slower. You become less available. You stop offering extras to people who treat you like an option. A person comes back like nothing happened. No repair. No ownership. Just another request, like you're a tool on a shelf. You say, "I'm not available for that." Then you go quiet. Watch what happens inside you when you do that. The fear rises, the urge to soften it, the urge to prove you're still good. Don't. Silence is not cruelty. It's structure. This is how you stop tolerating disrespect without drama. You don't punish. You simply stop donating access. Third move. Da makes standards and consequences visible through repetition, not speeches. Most people set a boundary once, then they break it the next day. Then they set it again with more emotion. Then they break it again. That teaches one lesson. Your boundary is a mood. Consistency is what turns a sentence into a standard. So when someone cuts you off mid-sentence, do this. You stop. You let them finish. Then you restart your sentence at the same pace. No apology. No nervous laugh. No speed up. If they do it again, you say, "We're not doing this." And you step back. Not as a threat, as a fact. This is standards and consequences in real life. Not harsh, not loud, reliable. And here's the key. You are not trying to win their approval. You are trying to stop tolerating disrespect. That's a different goal. Approval needs them, and standards do not. Now let's talk about what happens if you don't change this. If you keep tolerating small hits, they grow. The jokes get sharper. The requests get bolder. The tone gets colder. Because people price you by what you allow. Consequences don't need drama, only consistency. One standard, one response, every time. If you don't do it, you still pay. You pay in sleep. You pay in self-trust. You pay in that quiet anger you carry all day. Now, two futures. In the first future, nothing changes. You keep being easy. You keep smoothing things over. You keep explaining yourself to people who benefit from ignoring you. They don't suddenly wake up and respect you. Why would they? You made disrespect comfortable. And slowly, you become a smaller version of yourself. Not because you lack strength, because you keep donating it. In the second future, you choose clean standards. You stop tolerating disrespect the first time it shows up. Not with rage, with structure. You pause. You say one line. You remove access. You repeat the same consequence every time. And people feel it. Some will adjust, because they were careless, not committed. Some will leave, because they only liked the version of you that had no standards and consequences. Let them. That's not loss. That's alignment. Next time your face wants to smile to keep it smooth, remember this. That smile is a price tag. Remove it. The pain isn't what they did. It's what you allow. And today, you allow less.